Namaste, my dear children. Welcome to distance learning sessions through videos. This video is made for class 3, subject maths, chapter number 3, subtraction. And this is 10th and final video on this chapter. Today, let us continue our discussion of revision exercises on this chapter. Here we have mental maths. These questions are to be thinked and answered. Question number 1. Subtract the following. A. 29 minus 29. That is subtracting a number from itself, from the same number. What do you get? Yes, you get 0. On subtracting any number from itself, you get 0. B. 70 minus 40. Look at the digits at ones place in both of these numbers. We have zeros. And subtracting 0 from 0, you get 0. Remember that. And looking at the digits at tens place, here we have 4 and here we have 7. Subtracting 4 from 7, you get 3. 3 will be in tens place and 0 will be in ones place. The resulting number is 30. So 70 minus 40 is equal to 30. Coming to C, 84 minus 44 is equal to dash. Subtracting 4 from 4, look at digits at ones place. 4 minus 4 is 0 and 8 minus 4 is 4. You get 40 as difference. D. 97 minus 50. Subtracting 50 from 97. So 7 minus 0 is 7 and 9 minus 5 is 4. You get 47 as difference. Question number 2. Solve the following. A. 10 minus 10 plus 8. 10 minus 10 is 0 and 0 plus 8 is 8. B. 3 minus 0 plus 4 is equal to dash. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. C. 9 plus 1 minus 4 is equal to dash. 9 plus 1 is 10 and 10 plus 10 minus 4 is 6. D. 14 plus 6 minus 2 is equal to dash. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 minus 2 is 18. E. 2 plus 8 minus 10. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. F. 10 minus 5 plus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Next we have higher order thinking type questions. We have two questions 1 and 2 and let us answer these one by one. First look at question number 1. Fill in the missing numbers in the boxes given below. Here some boxes are given which looks like a pyramid. And some of the boxes are filled with numbers and some other boxes are left blank. So we need to fill these blank boxes after understanding the number pattern or relationship among the numbers given here. To do that, Let us begin from this left bottom corner. Look here. Here we have the numbers 130, 10 and 140. Look at these three numbers and try to find out the relationship among these three numbers. So on observing, what we can understand is, if you add 10 to 130, you will get 140, isn't it? 130 plus 10 is equal to 140. So we have to understand how these numbers are filled here, so that we can fill the remaining empty boxes. So adding these two numbers, you will get the number to be filled in the box just above these boxes. ಈ ಎರಡು ಕೆಳಗಿರುವ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರುವ ನಂಬರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲಿನ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ ನಂಬರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ likewise, which number should be written here? For that, what you should do is, look at these two numbers, that is 10 and 190. Add these two numbers, you will get the number to be filled in this box. So ಹಾಗಾದರೆ 10 ಮತ್ತು 190 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ? 10 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 190. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬರೆದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯು ಮೇ ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. 190 plus 10. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 is carried forward. 1 plus 1 is 2. You will get 200. Therefore, you should write 200 in this box. So once this box is filled, adding these two numbers, we will get a number which will be filled in this box. So add 140 and 200. What do you get? So on adding 140 and 200, you will get 340. So you should write 340 in this box. Again, you see here 340 plus 450 will be 790. You may verify this. So 340 plus 450. 0, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 plus 4 is 7. You get 790, which is printed in this box. Now to get the number to be filled in this box, which is the topmost position in this arrangement, so 790 plus 800, the sum you get will be filled in this box. Let us find that. 790 plus 800. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 0 is 9. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1590 should be written in this box. 1590. So now we can see the other way also. That is, if you subtract 800 from 1590, you will get 790. We know that every addition fact has a subtraction factor. So ನಾವು ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದು ಸಮ್ ಇದು ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ one of the addends from the sum, you will get the minuend. So if you subtract 800 from 1590, you will get 790. Or if you subtract 790 from 1590, you will get 800. Here also, if you subtract 350 from 800, you will get 450. Or subtracting 450 from 800, you will get 350. Moving further here, subtracting 100 from 350, you will get the number to be filled in this box. So what is 350 minus 100? Yes, it is 250, which is to be filled in this box here. 250. You may verify if it is required. So 350 minus 100, subtracting 0 from 0 you get 0, subtracting 0 from 5 you get 5, and subtracting 1 from 3 you get 2. 250. To fill this box, what you should do is subtract 40 from 100, you get the number to be filled in this box. 100 minus 40, subtracting 0 from 0 is 0, subtracting 4 from 0 is not possible, you need to regroup, you will make 0 and this will become 10. Subtracting 4 from 10 you get 6. 60. So 60 is to be filled in this box. So like this you have to fill in these empty boxes. Question number 2. Subtract down and across, then subtract the differences. What do you find? One has been done for you. See here, subtracting down means the numbers they are in vertical, one below the other. This is what is meant by down, like this. Subtracting 25 from 95 and subtracting 15 from 45. Subtracting across means like this, horizontally. Subtracting 45 from 95 and subtracting 15 from 25. This is what is called as subtracting across. Let us understand this example in A and then we will solve B and C. Look here. First let us see subtracting down. Subtracting 25 from 95 you get 70. You may verify these answers. So 95 minus 25, what do you get? 5 minus 5 is 0, 9 minus 2 is 7, you get 70, which is filled in this box. Coming to second column, subtracting 15 from 45 or 45 minus 15. 45 minus 15. 5 minus 5 is 0, 4 minus 1 is 3, 30. C, 30 is filled here. Now let us subtract across. That is subtracting 45 from 95. 95 minus 45. 5 minus 5 is 0, 9 minus 4 is 5, you get 50. So 50 is written here. And we have to subtract now 15 from 25. That is 25 minus 15. 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. 10. See, 10 is filled in this box. And after subtracting down and across, so we should subtract the differences. Means we have to subtract 70 minus 30, also 50 minus 10. Let us do that now. So 70 minus 30, on subtracting 30 from 70, 0 minus 0 is 0. 7 minus 3 is 4. You get 40. See, 40 is filled in this box. And let us subtract this also. That is 50 minus 10. 50 minus 10. 0, 5 minus 1 is 4. You get 40. So, you will get 40 here and here also. So, when you subtract these differences across and down, you get the same number. That is what we find. When we subtract these differences across and down, we get the same number as difference. Now, after understanding this, we have to solve B and C. So, I will solve and explain B, and C should be done by you. Let me solve B now. As we understood A, we have to find differences vertically and horizontally, or subtracting down and subtracting across. Let us do that now. 84 minus 40. Find 84 minus 40. 84 minus 40. What do you get? 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. You get 44. Therefore, what we should write in this box? We have to write 44 in this box. Now we should find 36 minus 22. 36 minus 22. 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 14. So this box should be filled by writing 14. Now let us subtract across. That is 84 minus 36. 84 minus 36. 4 minus 6 is not possible. We have to regroup. Make this 7 and make this 14. Now subtracting 6 from 14, you get 8. And 7 minus 3 is 4. 48. So fill this box with 48. So now we have to find 40 minus 22. 40 minus 22. 0 minus 2 is not possible. Regrouping is needed. Make this 3 and make this 10. Now subtract 2 from 10, you get 8. And subtracting 2 from 3, you get 1. Write 18 in this box. Now let us subtract the differences we have found now. 44 minus 14. Find 44 minus 14. 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 30. Let us subtract 18 from 48. 48 minus 18. 8 minus 8 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. Here also you get 30. 30, 30. So we should fill this box by writing 30. I hope you understood. First we have to subtract down. The given numbers should be subtracted. First we should go in up to top to down order, and then from left to right for subtracting. So when you subtract 40 from 84 you get 44, subtracting 22 from 36 you get 14, and then we have subtracted 36 from 84 to get 48, and we subtracted 22 from 40 to get 18. After finding these differences, we have subtracted these differences also. We have subtracted 14 from 44 and we get 30. On subtracting 18 from 48 also we get 30. So the difference we get from subtracting the differences will be same. So now as explained B and A, you should complete C also. I will give the answers. You should find differences and then fill these boxes in your textbook. So on subtracting 74 from 114 you get 40. Verify this. Subtracting 48 from 83 you will get 35, and subtracting 83 from 114 you will get 31, and on subtracting 48 from 74 you will get 26. Now subtracting the differences you obtain, that is subtracting 35 from 40 you get 5, and on subtracting 26 from 31 also you get 5. So I have given the answers. You verify these answers. Now let us move to the next question. Everyday maths. Here we have two questions, 1 and 2. Let us solve these one by one. First let us look at the question number 1. 250 copies of the daily news are distributed to the houses in two apartment complexes A and B. 125 copies are distributed in complex A. How many copies are distributed in complex B? The daily news is the name of a newspaper, and 250 copies of that newspapers were distributed to the houses in two apartment complexes A and B. If 125 copies are distributed in complex A, we should find how many copies are distributed in complex B. So how to find that? Let us see now. Solution. Copies distributed in complex B is equal to 250 minus 125. What is 250? 250 is the total number of copies of the newspapers distributed in the complexes A and B both. And what is 125? 125 is the number of copies of the newspaper distributed in complex A alone. So, on subtracting the number of copies distributed in complex A from the total number of copies of newspapers distributed, we will get the number of copies distributed in complex B. So, subtract 125 from 250. 50 to get the required answer. Let us subtract here now. 250 minus 125. Subtracting 5 from 0 is not possible. Regrouping is needed. Make these 5 tens as 4 tens and bring 1 10 to the ones place. This becomes 10 ones. Subtract 5 ones from 10 ones to get 5 ones. On subtracting 2 tens from 4 tens, you will get 2 tens, and subtracting 100 from 200, you will get 100. 125 is the required answer for this question. That is, the number of copies distributed in complex B is equal to 125. So what you notice here is the same number of copies were distributed in complex A also, isn't it? 125 in complex A and 125 in complex B also. So the solution for the required question is copies distributed in complex B is equal to 125. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 2. Estimate the lengths of the following everyday objects. Here pictures of two objects are given, A and B. A, it seems to be an ice cream stick, and B looks like a pen. Here length of this segment or part of the object is given as 1 centimeter. So if this length is 1 centimeter, estimate the total length of this object. So when you compare the whole length of this object with this length marked here with arrow marks, so it seems to be about 5 times the length of the given length here. So we may say the length of the object in A is about 5 centimeters. We may write it as it is about 5 centimeters. Estimating is just giving the approximate value, which should be near to the true or exact value of that measurement. When you measure this should be around 5 centimeters. It may be 5.5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, or sometimes it may be 4 or 4.5 centimeters also. So the estimated length of this object is 5 centimeters. Looking at this object, and when we compare the length of this pen with the small stick given here, the length of the pen seems to be a bit longer than the length of this object. So we may say the length of the pen given in this picture is about 6 centimeters. It seems to be a bit more longer. So we may conclude the estimated length of this pen is about 6 centimeters. So like this, we may estimate the lengths of given objects by just looking at them, not measuring using a tool or instrument. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned all the problems discussed in this exercise. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye children.